And the third thing to remember when you see that figure of 18,000 teachers is that Insight Timer has 29 million users. So there is plenty of room to have lots of teachers. On a daily basis, there are somewhere between 500,000 and 700,000 people that use the app daily. So even within that day, there is space for every single teacher on the app to be listened to and have a place. One thing that I found it really important to bear in mind is that most of those numbers represents a person. And a lot of those people come to the app looking for specific support. So the main categories that users search for on Insight Timer are sleep, stress, anxiety, and depression. So as I said, these users, they're reaching out to the app, which equates to reaching out to the teachers for some kind of support. So in contributing content to the app, I've always been very mindful of not getting lost in the numbers and instead being a part of providing that support that people are seeking. So in producing content, I want to ensure that what I'm delivering is appropriate for the end audience. So I approached it with a very playful, curious attitude. And that's kind of stayed with me. I keep finding new things about the app. And it's like, oh, what does this one do? And in that kind of that playful, curious way, rather than it being, oh, I've got to do this. This is work. This is really hard. It's fun. It's fun for me, and I'm enjoying doing it. So in my first 12 months on the app, with my focus on the content creation alone, I only gained 100 followers. So this didn't bother me because I was getting plays, people were doing the courses. So for example, the first course I've done, I've almost had 1,000 people go through it, but I don't have 1,000 followers. But in the last month with this shift in focus towards community building, I've gained an additional 114 followers just in 4 weeks. So as they say, where attention goes, energy, no, where attention goes, energy flows. And so, you know, with my attention going towards content creation over that year, that's where all my energy went. Now my energy is going into people, and this is what's happening on the app for me. I've got a range of questions here for you to brainstorm to get you started with content. And there's just one last resource that I want to mention to you as well, and that's other Insight Timer teachers. Connect with them. Connect with them on Insight Timer through live events. You can direct message teachers. There are a lot of Insight Timer teacher groups on Facebook. You might like to join one of them. Or maybe after this event, maybe even start up an ACMM Insight Timer teachers group. I have found it just so gratifying to be able to find and connect with colleagues that also work on Insight Timer. There's a really wonderful, supportive community of teachers out there. So don't feel like you have to be doing this on your own. There's really practical support out there.